Hi, I'm Randy Wooden, and welcome to another in our Edge Library series, talking now to baby boomers and dealing with that weakness question. Tough question. You've no doubt been asked it before, you might be asked it now, and probably in many cases as a baby boomer you've been on the other side of the table and probably asked the same question many times and probably have answers that you sort of liked and ones that you just went, whoa, hang on, don't go there. So, first of all, what not to do. And again, this is subjective. Everybody has their own views. I'd avoid gee, I'm a perfectionist. I just don't like it. I've heard it thousands of times. I really don't care for that answer. I would much prefer that you go with something else. Now, as a baby boomer myself, we all know that in the back of some people's minds, not everyone, is the age issue, and is this person overqualified? Are they going to be healthy enough? Are they going to want to stay for a long period of time and that sort of thing? So you may want to think about that as part of your answer. But what I always try to do is encourage people when answering this question to think of something that is very visual and visible to the employer, something on your resume that may not be there. Example, maybe they're looking ideally for a master's degree, and perhaps you don't have that. Maybe you have a 4-year degree. Maybe they're looking for, 15 years of experience within that specific industry. Well, maybe you have 10 or you have 5, but you have plenty of other experience. Maybe by title you haven't performed that specific job, or maybe there's a certain sort of software that's going to be used in the position, and maybe you haven't used that exact software, but you've used software that's similar in other organizations. It could also be your age, and especially if age is very visible with gray hair and that sort of thing. Those are all visual things people can look at, and they can see that. And those are concerns. Never volunteer something that they can't see. Don't go down that path about needing to be more patient with people or whatever. Don't volunteer that, but volunteer something that is obvious to them. Let's take education. Someone asks, well, what's a weakness of yours? You could say, well, some people might point to the lack of a master's degree as a weakness. And while I can't change that sitting here today, I do have plans to continue my education. I've had ongoing training and certifications throughout my career, and I'm certainly skilled in terms of being able to do the job. What I can bring to the table is over 25 years of experience, the great majority of that doing the very sorts of things that you're looking for someone to do in this position. So you set it up and then you knock it down. Maybe you don't have enough of that specific industry experience, but you have the skills that are transferable. Well, they can look at the resume and see that you don't have that industry background, but you're still in front of the employer, and so there must be a reason why you're there. So you might, again, bring up, if they ask a weakness, you might say, well, some people might say that my lack of 20 plus years in this industry could be looked at as a weakness. And while I can't change that, what I can point to is my 25 years of overall experience, a good portion of that being in this industry or in a related industry. And certainly the skills are very much transferable. And then go into mention a skill and an example of one. Now, age is a dicey issue. Let me just toss this out here. I don't recommend necessarily going this direction. I prefer what I just talked about. But if you really want to go the age route, you could say, well, some people might look at my age as a potential weakness, or some people might say that my age is a weakness. And while I can't change my birth certificate, I wouldn't if I could. If someone hires me, what they're getting is someone who has been down the road, has been through the battles, probably not a whole lot I haven't done or seen as it relates to this sort of work. You're getting someone who doesn't have child care issues, someone who is reliable and who's had to raise a family, pay a mortgage, understands hard work, dedication. And so, see, again, you set it up and then you knock it down. Ideally, I wouldn't go that way, but if you feel as though age is really a big concern of this employer, then why not deal with it on your own terms? And that's a way to go about it. And that's going to wrap it up dealing with baby boomers and talking about the weakness question. It is a tough one for many folks. I'm Randy Wooden. Thanks for watching.